Howdy folks, it's Ultra here and welcome back to, what am I doing, not Minecraft, yes Minecraft, Minecraft today. I almost said Minecraft Simulator. Minecraft, Eternia SMP, the best place on the planet to play Minecraft 1.20, and do you know where we are? Do you have any idea where we are? If you look at the peak of skyline up there, maybe you'll remember where we are here. Let me get into first person so I can navigate this. Do you know where we are? We haven't been here in a long time. I've been trying to explore new areas. I know how to get out. I'm just trying to show you some hints of where we are. I've been trying to explore or revisit areas because I put so much work into this world. I want to revisit some areas because we don't look at the stuff anymore. Remember back here, the swimming pools and the camping. Oh, and then the neighbor that nobody knows who lives there. Anyway, yeah, we're in the maze, so there's the new build there. The turtle and maze, my other new build. And there you go. So what are we doing today? The video is not clickbaity, but kind of. This is my last video until what? Until the server gets updated? No, sorry. If that's what you were thinking, then nope. No word on the server update yet. Last video until... what else could it be? I get a new computer? Nope, don't need a new computer. I'm running a 2080, which was the best thing at the time. But that tells you how old my computer is, and it still runs everything fine. My last video until what? Well, not that big of a deal. Last video until my next one? No. Last video until I update my computer to Windows 11. And the reason why I'm making a big deal out of it is because when I update my computer to Windows 11, after I edit this video, which it means I've already tried to update my computer, when I update it to Windows 11, a lot of stuff is going to break. I'm running some software that is no longer updated, no longer made, so I have to find alternatives, which I've already found. I just need to secure the funds for that software. Then I need to learn how to use it. So what am I talking about? Why so vague? Because I'm trying to waste time while I walk through my amazing city here. The biggest thing, as soon as I update to Windows 11, my video editing software is no longer going to work. My recording software will work because I have lifetime updates on that. So that's fine. I'll just update it. No big deal. My editing software, people have tried using it in Windows 11. It doesn't work. So we need to update my video editing software. Fortunately, oh gosh, I don't want to give spoilers at that farm, but I want to go over there to show you what we're going to do today. We are going to do something today, not just ramble. Anyway, the video software I'm using right now is Sony Vegas Movie Studio version 15, which like was made in 2018 or something. And Sony Vegas is like the big professional stuff, but Sony Vegas Movie Studio is the home version and is no longer made. However, a company called Magix, which is like the lamest thing in the world, bought it, and now the new software is called Magix Studio or Magix Edit or something lame. But it's the same shell as my editor that I'm using now. So I'll just buy that version, and then it should be pretty easy to learn because it's the same shell, the same workflow. It's just there's new and improved things in it. Improved in quotation marks, which I'll never use because I'm not a heavy user. Even though I edit all the time, I'm not a heavy user in terms of features and things, and I still do my own keyframing and everything manually. Like you see all these fancy things people do in their videos, it's just a plugin, but I do all that stuff manually still because that's how it was when I started. Anyway, so I'm going to update my computer after I edit this video and upload it, which was in the past for you. And then I have to buy the software, which I'm only going to get the $50 version. I will like the $200 or $300 version just in case, but I'll never need it. So I'll get the $50 version and then spend some time learning how to use it, which like I said, because it's the same shell. Oh, there's spoilers over there. Oh my gosh. Anyway, because it's the same shell, it should be pretty easy to use. I hope. Maybe I won't even notice a difference, which would be fantastic. And then... that's it as far as you guys care, but My music notation software may or may not work either, which again doesn't have any effect on my videos, except when I compose music to put into my videos, which I haven't done in a couple years. So anyway, yeah, so I have to update a few things. If my music notation software doesn't work, that's easy. I'm not going to buy it because it doesn't exist anymore. I'm not going to rebuy it. I'm not going to buy the suggested replacement. I'm just going to use the free open source version, which, because I don't use it all that heavily, the open source version is probably more than I need, although I've heard that people that have gone from my software to the open source version struggle because the workflow and the way you do things is so different. You have to pretend you're a beginner or else it's a struggle. So anyway, yes, big moment. I've been holding off on updating to Windows 11 for such a long time now because I haven't needed to in my software legacy. Which is funny because people who know me would think I would have been the first person to update to Windows 11. Like, it was 2022, 2023 it came out, something like that. You think I would have been the first person to update, but now when I have all the software that I love, that doesn't work anymore. So anyway, we're just visiting some things because we can. But we do have a project to do today. But anyway, that's why the video title says, it says my last video until I update to Windows 11 and figure out how to use the new stuff. Assuming nothing else breaks. It should be pretty smooth. Should be really smooth. I shouldn't even notice anything other than like some gooey stuff, to be honest. That's my thought anyway. So I just have to find $50 to buy the software before I can make more videos for y'all. So there you go. That was a 7 minute introduction. That did not need to be 6 or 7 minutes long, but it was. So we do have a purpose today. We do have a little project to do. There's just a tiny, well, okay, let's not get spoilers, but it's a tiny concept, but it's a big project. So we're going to try to get over there without spoiling things. None of this is spoiler stuff. Boy, this is making me really dizzy. While I walk over there, I am beta testing the game. Can't even tell you which game it is, but I've been following the game from its beginning like 10 years ago. And now they have a new game they're working on, and they're beta testing stuff, and I'm a beta tester. Very, very exciting when the game is allowed to be shared and talked about. I can't wait to talk to you all about it. I can't even tell you what the studio is, if it's big, small, if I'm getting paid or not. I can't tell you anything other than I'm beta testing something. So that's very exciting. And it'll work in Windows 11. So that's okay. All right, what are we doing today? Well, can't really tell from the ground, so let's fly up to the top and I will show you what we're going to do here. Okay, my farm is to the left. I can't show you because there's so many spoilers. It's like too many spoilers. So farm is to the left, and then right in the middle here, which I can't even move my cursor to show you because I'll give spoilers. Right in the middle, if I highlighted an editing, hint, hint, that's where the treehouse is going to go. Remember I talked about that? Farm is to the left, and there's the like Renaissance Festival thing, sort of, and then my main town, right? So we have this area here. I better not move too far left. We have this area here, this forest, which I want to leave natural because I don't want to like touch every single block. I want to leave this natural. However, I need to do something to it because it's our land. So we're going to do like this little scary old-time highway through it. And then we're just going to, so that's why it looks like I did something, but it still stays natural. Does not make any sense at all. We talked last time about like the highway robbery thing. Close your eyes, don't look. Can't get those spoilers. Oh my gosh, so many spoilers. All right, we talked about the highway robbery thing. And how like in the olden times, you'd have to travel from town to town, but then you would get Dick Turpined, if you know who that is, and then it'd be a problem. So what we're going to do is whoa, dang it. Sorry, good thing I know how to edit my videos, because I just flashed you something. Whew, no flashing allowed. Alright, so we're going to make it pretty easy, but it's going to be a project. It's going to take us a while. I'll have to edit it down for you, because this will be a couple hours maybe. We are just going to basically create a highway where people would ride their horses through. I want to keep the trees. I'm just going to give my haircut here. So you could, in theory, ride a horse through here. you know, where you can, whoops, I better put these on here so I don't forget. Don't look over there, spoilers. Okay, anyway, you get the idea, right? You watch like period TV shows and movies where people are in their carriages and they're traveling from village to village or town to town, and even though it's dangerous, there are like highway robbers, stagecoach robbers, that type of thing. Anyway, this is the kind of thing that we're doing here. We have our little road going through here with some lighting, and then it's scary, right? Like you wouldn't want to come here at night. But let's see how we can do it. We're gonna flip it over to the side now. You wouldn't want to come here at night because it's scary, but you have to go through here, right, to get to the next town, and that's where we're going. I'm just repeating myself. But as far as Dick Turpin goes, if you haven't seen, I think it's an Apple TV. Is it Apple TV? If you haven't seen Dick Turpin with Noel Felding, oh my gosh, what a great, stupid comedy. But I'm like a mega Noel Felding fan. If you don't know who that is, look it up. You'll recognize him as soon as you see him. In the U.S., I guess you know most for British Bake Off, but he's actually a well-to-do comedian and actor, and I think he's in a goth band or something in England. And yes, my volume is loud. I have my personal volume cranked up right now just because I can. I guess we're going to take a diversion here from where my original plan was. Let's see, I didn't bring enough extra dirt because I wasn't going to do extra dirt stuff. I guess I didn't realize that I needed to build up some things. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, check out Dick Turpin. It's hilarious. I thought there was a second season. I know there's a second season coming. I don't think it's out yet, but it's really stupid, but it's funny. I enjoy it. My type of TV exactly. So if you want to know the type of person I am, watch Dick Turpin, and that is exactly my style. But yeah, I like Noel Felding anyway, although a lot of people don't. He has some weird comedy, but that's why I like it. Alrighty, so this will be a gate eventually. I forgot to bring one with me. Alright, so there's this. So we're also going to go around the corner here. There should be a turn. Yes, there is. And we're going to go this way as well. And leaving some space because we need to, build this out to like 2 or 3 blocks a piece. I guess we're going to go up against that tree. Anyway, so you can see it's kind of scary-ish, right? It's not going to be spawn-proofed at all. But, you wouldn't want to go here with your valuables and your stagecoach, even though you have to sometimes. And there are highway robbers lurking in the woods. You get the idea. I don't know how many different ways I can say it, but that's what we're doing with this. Again, just because it is part of our property, so I want to do something to it, but I also want to leave it natural. Oops. So this is what we're doing to it, right? Very straightforward. Making sure that my walls don't touch anything because I don't want them to turn into like fences. So I'm being very particular about where I place them. What was that sound? Anyway, got some holes here that I would like to fill in, but I didn't bring enough dirt to fill things in. Anyway, I'm nervous. I know nothing is spawning in here because it's not dark enough, but it is making me nervous. Jeez. I'm always twitching Minecraft because I get so immersed and take it so seriously. Why are my S's like that? But anyway, I take it so seriously and I get so immersed in it that I like totally freak myself out all the time when I play. I'm so jumpy. See what I'm talking about? I don't want that touching, but I want one there. There we go. So anyway, are we around the corner yet? This is a much longer path than I thought. Oh gosh. Yes, there's some black stuff on your screen because I totally gave spoilers away again. I've been working really hard on that farm, so I don't want to spoil it until I've had a chance to show it to you. Okay, so we're done. Oh gosh, more. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of editing in on this one. All right, so we're gonna go through first of all and just let's see here. Coarse dirt. We're gonna need some mud. First of all, what time is it in the game? Okay, we are going to Just dig out my path. And then we'll decide how we're going to fill it in with stuff, like, clear in the way. Let's see, then we'll decide how we're going to fill it in with coarse dirt and mud and all that. You know, I like to do my coarse dirt and mud and like stones and things. Well, I know what I need to do first. I need to get these things ready. Alright, so give me a nice path. But then I'm going to use my regular typical turtle techniques with let's see, what am I trying to say here? With coarse dirt and mud and stone slabs and all that stuff. Let's see here, I don't want to do this one. Anyway, you get the idea, right? So, but we're going to do this together, why not? I don't need to cut out too much, right? Because it's super fun to watch me just build a thing forever. Whoops, that was not on purpose. I don't want that, that's annoying. Yeah, we'll go off to sleep though, because, well, funny, my game time matches my recording time exactly. I was very confused. Alright, yeah, I don't want to be in here at night. We'll definitely get attacked by mobs, and even though peaceful and creative is boring and lonely, I don't like having mobs come after me, but that's just part of the game. Alright, let's see here. Try to make it turn a little bit. I guess we'll go 3 wide here a little bit, and then 2 wide a little bit. So I have some 2 wide spots, some 3 wide spots. Very inconsistent on purpose. I think that works like that. Yep. I swear I heard a creeper sizzling. I don't know how that'd be possible, but I swear I did. Okay, so we'll go like this. We got a tree in the way. Let's take you down. Do a little bit of haircut. I'll probably want to ride through here with the horse just to make sure it's horse safe. Even though I will never come through in a horse. Is it time to sleep yet? I guess we'll sleep here when it's time, although things can spawn even if you fall asleep right away. Hopefully they won't, because I don't really want to deal with any combat today. Not in the mood. Here, let's make that exciting. Okay, cool. We're going to keep going until it's time to take a nap. We're going to stay up here for this. Even though it's right on the edge, we don't mind riding on. What was that? Is that a horse or a cow? I jumped. Stop making me jump, you guys. Alright, let's see here. I guess we're going to go up here after all. Just because it's easier. Where's this cow? There it is. I'm like, I hear something coming after me, and I can't see it. Alright, so we'll start 3 wide. Let's go 2 wide. All the way through here. Alright, actually I could go home because I need to get a gate anyway. So let me go home. I'll sleep at home, but I need to get a gate. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. I also grabbed some dirt and things, so we have some, or grass or whatever, so we can work on that. Okay, so let's keep making this the way we want it. Now this is going to be interesting because I meant to play something and I jumped instead. That made 0 sense. What the heck? Anyway, let's clear this out. Ooh, my frame rates are doing that weird thing again. Last time my frame rates did a weird thing. It recorded at like 1 frame every 2 seconds. So I hope that's not happening. The fact you're watching this means it turned out okay, but that's not fun. Alright, so we're going to go 2, well, I was thinking of going 2 wide, but do we want to go 2 wide? Kind of like that it's so narrow here, but maybe we'll all go 2 wide. Yeah, so it's going to be these 2 then. Okay. So let's see. Let's start by putting mud and coarse dirt under here. Just because I want to have that for later. Okay, cool. Whoops, what am I doing? And then I think these can go like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Alrighty. Let's have a pork chop. And let's keep going here. So anyway, yeah, I don't know when I'm going to make another video. Hopefully it's seamless for you all, and you don't even notice, like, you're watching this video, and maybe by the time you see this, I'm already making other videos. But just in case I'm not able to get the software right away, or I have to learn something, or something isn't going right with my recording or editing or something, I just want everybody to be aware that I do have, or I did do, a big thing on my computer, right? When updating an operating system is not simple. It's simpler than it used to be. When I was a nerdy computer kid, I was after college before I got on computers, but when I was a nerdy computer adult, updating your operating system was a gigantic deal. It was a huge deal to update your operating system. Like, we would do things where we would back things up 3 different places just in case, and then wipe the system. Oh, those are my weird scary animals. We don't need all of this. You'd have to update it or back up everything. Well, they're having a fight in there. Snowballs are getting thrown around. This needs to be changed. Well, for right now, let's do this so you can't see in there. And then actually let me do something quickly here. I don't think I have enough. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So let's do that. Let's put this in here. Like this. Did I not pick it up? There it is. I always bring that with me so I can make changes to the lighting. There we go. And then let's fill all this in so you can't see it as well. There we go. Okay, see? Cool. And it should all be covered still. We're getting close down there, but as long as we're not in the red. Wow, they're really having a fight over there. They can't see each other, or they can't hit each other because of the walls, but they're really having a snowball fight with the what do you call that thing? The silverfish. Okay, anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, when I was a young computer nerd, post-college, which is not that young for some of you, but for me it is, updating your operating system was just this huge project every time you'd update an operating system. So it's much easier than it used to be. However, that being said, I do have to be mentally prepared for crap going wrong, right? So I just wanted to let you all know I'm doing a big change. Hopefully you'll never notice, but if I disappear for a while, it's because I'm trying to get software to work, etc., etc. Now, that also being said, you will see other videos on the channel because I've already pre-recorded a whole bunch of flight sim stuff because there's a big flight sim update. I recorded a bunch of related content for that. So if you see flight sim videos come up, don't be like, Turtle said he wasn't recording for a while, because that was already done like 2 weeks ago. Alright, so let's see here. This little thing is done. That was pretty easy peasy. Squeezing lemons. Let's keep going. So I'm just gonna dig some holes here. Because I love digging holes in Minecraft. Who doesn't? And I'm just gonna dig. I'm trying to be random, but I do have some method to my madness, even though it's random in your quotes. Boy, it gets dark in here, but look at, see, if you're like on a horse with a carriage, you gotta come through here, but you'd be a little uneasy, right? You wouldn't really want to come through here because of the highway robbery thing. But yeah, I just want to do something simple with this because it is my land, my area, but I did want to keep it natural, but I had to show something that is ours, right? So I think this is a perfect thing. I'm not going to build up any park stuff. We're not going to make it spawn proof. None of that. We're just simply having a little old style highway come through here. And if you want to ride your horse from the farm to the outskirts of town, you can. Of course, you're welcome to go into town on a horse. I don't mind. But yeah, that's what this is. Okay, maybe I can do this without having to edit. I don't think I gave away anything over there on accident. Hopefully not. So now we need 3 things. So we need to put this Put that in there. Whoops, that's, wait a second, what's going on? Okay, fine, bow is fine. I should need my bow. We're gonna do some of this, where I just kind of put in some of that in a few places. I don't want to do too much though. I also don't want to overdo the mud. But I think it's kind of fun to have some mud in here. So let's just go around and, did I skip anything? I don't think so. Just go around and fill in some things. Definitely don't want stones there. And I am going to see if I can just keep this whole video mostly unedited, because I think it's kind of fun, right? Stream style. I haven't streamed in a while. I used to stream a decent amount. I'll admit I didn't enjoy it though. I really never enjoyed streaming. It could be because I didn't have much of an audience. I don't want to make it about like numbers and make it about me, but it's mentally exhausting. And if there's no one watching you, then you're like, well, why am I doing this? I mean, of course, some of you watch, like Epona watched every time, and Dumber watched them when they could, and things like that. But and I appreciate that very much. But when I stream for a couple hours and get completely exhausted, and then I have 2 viewers, I'm like, you know, I'd rather make videos. And then I feel more free when I make videos too. Whoops. So anyway, yeah, I feel a lot more free when I make videos. I enjoy the editing process a lot. And I'm losing my voice. I'm not getting choked up. I'm just losing my voice for some reason. Alrighty, so anyway, here is this part done already. So now we have to go back and do, what was that other part? That like little part that goes around in that loop. So I'm going to actually check my inventory. Did I forget anything? No, I'm using everything I want to use, right? So I think this part is good. This part is good, right? We're not missing anything. I didn't have any holes I wanted to fill in. On the other part I do. All right, cool. So let's go to this little loop-de-loop. I'm just going to double check here. Make sure I did everything I wanted to do. See, it's so simple, but it gets my point across. Oh, more spoilers. Sorry for the black editing. It gets my point across. So let's work on this part now. And another sunrise, because I stopped for a second because my kid needed something, and it started thunderstorming on me. So thankfully I got my bed down just in time to not be attacked by something. Alrighty, well, to the process, we're gonna start with these things, like so. Man, my volume is up loud. I like it because I can hear things, but it makes it difficult to edit. Okay, so this one won't be as thick of a trail or a highway, because it's kind of like a side street for side quests, I guess. I guess you could say side quests. Let's see here. Speaking of that, while I'm killing time and I'm digging my stuff out, I found a band. It's a German band. Can't remember the name. Freundschraum. I'll put the name up on the screen right now. In 3, 2, 1. That's the band, German. They're a German medieval rock band with like comedic songs and stuff. And I've really been enjoying it. I don't know. I feel like I'm, with everything in my life, I feel like I'm 20 years behind in a weird way, because I've always been like super old feeling, like, you know, the old soul thing, which sounds kind of cliche, but that's how I feel, like I'm an old soul. But I do like goofy things. Obviously, people know me as probably as kind of a goofy-ish person, but I feel like I'm behind, right? So things like a medieval rock band is totally something I'd be into now, but I never would have been when I was in college, when all my friends were into that stuff, right? So I was friends with a lot of computer science people, a lot of computer nerds, and I just wasn't into any of that. I mean, they're my friends because of my one friend from high school, and they were his friend, whatever. And what am I saying? I'm really blabby today, and I do not apologize for it. But they were all into like computer games, and I wasn't at all. And they were into like, you know, the medieval rock music or melodic rock or folk rock, whatever you want to call it. Couldn't stand it at the time. Now I love all that stuff. Like, I love melodic folk, heavy metal. Oh my gosh, like, it's just super fun. I love it. But at the time, wouldn't give it a time of day, thought it was weird, whatever. So anyway, so I found this German band that like does medieval comedic rock. I don't know what they're saying. Half their stuff's in English, but half isn't. So they do like this rock stuff, which I don't know what they're saying, and I love it. Like I love the medieval metal stuff. I always have in the past, I don't know, 10 years or so. Like there's a band called Northland, which is, I don't know if they're Swedish or what they're from. I'll put that on the screen too in 3, 2, 1. That's where Northland is from. And they do like melodic folk death metal, and I love it. I mean, it's a novelty thing. I can't listen to it all the time, but I love it so much because it starts with like this medieval sounding folk instrument stuff, and then all of a sudden it just growls death metal. Oh, I love it so much. People think they do not expect that from me, but like I was never into that stuff in college and stuff back when all my friends were. So I don't know, I just feel like I'm behind in a lot of things because I spend most of my young adult and adult life doing more serious, boring things. So I guess I'm making up for lost time. So I guess I'm not behind, I'm just making up for lost time. Anyway, we're rambling, and I do not apologize. Let's see, how am I going to figure this out? Problem solving. Let's see here. Man, my volume is loud, and I love it. Well, that's just how it is. Okay, we're just going to start there. We might have to build this from the bottom. And see how this goes here. Gonna have to build this out. There we go. Build that out. There we go. Kind of a scary way to go down here, but some roads are scary to travel. All right, traverse, I should say. There's a difference. Alrighty, let's see here. Clean that up. Okay, I think that's good. Well, we want to throw one in there. Very good. We'll keep that on the edge because you know we like to live on the edge. And then we're just going to come through. We'll make it down to 2. There we go. Oh, perfect. Alrighty, cool. Now we're going to go through and we're going to dig some holes. And we'll see how this goes. Kind of nice to be doing a build video and not just updates. I know some of you prefer just updates. I know some of you wish I would build more. I know we're stuck under a tree, but that's because I can't get through there. Okay. But this is how I'm doing it today. And like I said in the beginning of the video, hopefully my computer will update fine. Sorry, I have allergies. Late season allergies. Okay, so hopefully my computer will update fine. So try to come up with $50 for the software. We'll see how that's going to work. And then learn to use it. And then keep making videos. And like I said, you shouldn't even notice. But if I do disappear for a while, it's because I either can't afford the software yet, or I haven't learned how to use it yet, or something went wrong. But hopefully, none of that is the case. And it is getting dark in here because the sun is stuck behind that mountain. So anyway, this is actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I was like, not dreading this project, but I'm like, oh, this is going to be a boring project. But you know what? This is actually really fun. Oh gosh, sorry for the black on the screen. I gave spoilers over there by the farm. I do have a lot of work to do on the farm. I kind of want to do the farm as a big reveal at this point. Not a big reveal, but reveal what I've been doing. So I want to get some more stuff done before I show you the farm. Okay, we need coarse dirt, and we need mud. My name is Mud. I assume my audience knows who Primus is. If you don't know who Primus is, they're fun. Again, a band I would have avoided most of my life, but as an adult, I love Primus so much, I just wish I knew about them. If I did know about them 20 years ago, I don't know. I wasn't too pretentious to know. I was just so serious in my study of music that I didn't really take time to enjoy much music. That makes sense. But yeah, anyway, so Primus, My Name is Mud. Great song, great tune. You might recognize Primus as wrote the theme for South Park. Again, South Park, one of the best TV shows ever, which a lot of people are surprised when I say that, because because they'd think that I would be offended by South Park, but no, I am not offended by South Park. South Park is the greatest television show ever made, and my kids watch it. They're old enough. They love it. I let them watch it. We laugh so hard together that my sternum screams at me because of my heart problem. So anyway, yeah. All right, let's see here. No, we want coarse dirt. Thank you. We're just going through, and we're just having fun. We're having a good time. Again, quoting one of my favorite comedians. We're having a good time. If you know who it is, you know. If not, you're lost. Let's see. We're going to keep going here with my road building technique, which is extremely simple but very effective and not overdone. And I'm going to keep rambling until we finish because I am having a great time recording today. I'm honestly not sure why I'm having such a great time recording today, but I'm really enjoying recording today. Lots of energy, I guess. And my kids haven't bothered me too much yet, which is fantastic. It's adorable because not adorable. I mean, my kids are old enough now that one is driving and the other just started driver's ed, so that's how old they are. And they told me, they're like, we're gonna buy houses next to you so we can always live by you. So many people never see their teenagers, right? The whole joke, like the teenager comes home and they're like, oh, you still live here? Well, I haven't gone more than 3 hours without seeing my kids. Like literally, the only time I don't see them is when I'm sleeping, because they do like online school, which is going incredibly well, by the way. Those of you who might scoff at online school, it is a great opportunity if it's needed, and for my kids, they are excelling at it, and it's a great thing. So I see them all the time. I've worked from home for 12 years, which I love. I can't work in the office because of my heart stuff. I can't do it. But yeah, everybody's home all the time. Everybody's home all the time. Alrighty, there we go. Look at that. Highway robbery complete. I'm nervous that somebody's going to come get me. Like, I don't know why, but here we go. Everything good. Let's put that back. I'll clean up my inventory later because I have stuff in my shulker box. Anyway, let's enjoy this now. Oop, there's a little issue here. I'm not going to horse test it just because when am I ever going to ride a horse? I have horses. Which one am I hitting? Or am I not hitting any? I'm not hitting any. It's just me. Okay. Yeah, this is awesome. Again, just leaving this area basically untouched. But we still have a path through here so you can get from farm to town. Several different ways, I guess. And yeah, look at that. So I need to take a screenshot for my, whatchamacallit. There you go. Something like that. Very simple. Cool. Alrighty, so make sure you're liked. Hit the like button. I hate asking, but it does. Oh my gosh. Spoilers again. Sorry for the black edit. Anyway, there's water down. Oh, that's a river. The like button obviously helps the algorithm. Notifications turned on. Subscribe so you know when I'm going to start recording again. But like I said, I already have pre-recorded flights and stuff for the next week or two, maybe 2 weeks. And I'm hoping by the time you watch this, my computer updated and I've already recorded my next video. That's what I'm hoping. You might be asking, hey, Turtle, why have you been recording so much lately after your video a few months ago about not recording anymore and taking time away and blah, blah, blah? Well, because I need a break from harpsichord. I've done so much harpsichord that I have to take a break because it's driving me mad. I've been working on some pieces that, for me, even going from piano to harpsichord, what the heck, I lost my, there it is, we'll use this one. It's piano harpsichord are not the same instrument, and if you look at them the same, then you don't understand. They're different instruments. It takes about 2 to 3 years for an accomplished pianist to get really good at harpsichord. I am an accomplished pianist, but I'm still not really good at harpsichord. And I'm learning music on harpsichord that like we give first year piano students, but I'm doing it on harpsichord, trying to do it correctly, and it's driving me nuts. So I had to step away from harpsichord. Not getting much piano time either, so I'm just doing a lot of recording. That's where all the flights and stuff comes from. And I totally derailed my conversation. What was I saying? Oh yeah, you might be asking, Turtle, why are you recording so much lately? Because I need a break from harpsichord. It's driving me insane. So you benefit. So there you go. All right, I'm walking home or running home. This is how we're going to end the video. So like, subscribe, all that stuff. And once I get my computer updated and start recording again, you'll know because you'll see videos from me. So until then, see you. See you then. Not until then. See you then.